We're in the Great Plains of Kansas, looking into recent Bigfoot reports along the waterways outside Wichita. Although sightings in this state are rare, we do believe there are Bigfoots here. But pinpointing where is an uphill battle in this flat state. So while I continue my investigation along the Neneska River, the rest of the team is meeting with witnesses from our town hall in hopes of narrowing down this search.
He said something to the effect of, "We're not alone," or "somebody down here." And when I looked up, I seen a figure in the spotlight. 3 steps and it was gone. No mistaking it.
No mistaking.
It was one color. It was walking as a, steady pace, and 3 steps, it was gone.
Yeah, it was not a man.
Ken and Gary responded to my line of questioning in a very, very natural way. Their answers were spontaneous and had a very honest ring to all of them. Everything they described totally jives with them seeing a Sasquatch that night.
Stop me when I get to the right place, okay?
Since Bobo's not here and we don't have the team member that most approximates the size and disposition of a Bigfoot, I'm gonna step in and see if I can duplicate the speed as it moved across the road.
So from here, you saw it running, I presume, this direction?
Yes. It was a long, brisk stride.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can replicate that.
Okay.
Yes, that was a similar gait.
Looking at where the creature walked from their perspective, there's no doubt that they had an excellent view as it walked across the road. There were no obstructions whatsoever. They said that my speed matched pretty well to what they saw. However, it took me 5 or 6 steps to cover the same distance that the creature covered in only 3. I know what they saw. It was a Bigfoot. So how was that?
It has to be a Bigfoot. I mean, it has to be, which is cool.
You're very, very lucky to have seen one here. Very few people get to see them at all, but almost nobody gets to see one in Kansas.
Our investigations with witnesses from the town hall meeting all pointed to rivers. Matt's out scouting around. We're gonna come back together and find the best spot on the river we think we can go. You got a couple 100 miles of river, so it's gonna be tough picking that right spot.
Well, so how many Bigfoots did you find?
Exactly 0, but there's no doubt what they're moving along, the Neneska. The special thing about that river, no matter how dry it gets, it's got water running through it. And because of that, all the animals will concentrate in there. Our investigations here in Kansas are definitely telling us that we need to be looking along the waterways if we want to have our own encounter with a Bigfoot. Unfortunately, the Neneska River is almost 100 miles long. Obviously, that's way too much ground to try to cover in one night, so we need to narrow down our search grid to find the perfect spot to focus on this critical waterway.
The town hall meeting was held at the Wichita Aviation Museum. And those guys said they'd be willing to take me up into a plane to survey the area. And I figured from up there, I can direct you guys to the right spot down below.
Yeah, the most covers are what we're gonna be looking for.
And if nothing else, I get to ride in the cool 1943 plane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up in a plane and do a little bit of scouting from the air to find where the largest patches of woods are and see if I can see any animal trails from up there as well. I guess I could have taken like a nice new plane and stuff, but I mean, I'd rather go up in a 1943 World War II era plane. Might as well do this thing in style, right? We're in Kansas.
With Cliff directing us from the air, Bobo, Matt, and I are gonna be on the ground along the river, placing meat bombs at various locations. Okay, Cliff, the first meat bomb is delivered.
Perfect. Ahead of you is the perfect choke point. Deploy there.
These assorted meats are gonna have GPS tracking devices attached. GPS is running. Any animal that tries to take it away or consume it, we're gonna be able to find it. Yeah, we're in a great spot. There's all kinds of deer trails down here, Cliff.
More than you can see, they go everywhere. And there's some big ones down there too. Some of the big boys might be using ours.
Cliff originally wanted to drop these meat bombs out of the sky with GPSs to track where Squatches might be able to pick them up. but the FAA wouldn't let him do it. Seeing Cliff, knowing that he was up in that plane, this cool looking plane, he's flying up there, I was pretty jealous. But I wouldn't fit in that plane, so nothing I could do.
Sit down for a better spot. That's exactly what we need to deploy. Now we just need a Bigfoot.
Those meat packs have been out here for a couple of days. Even though it's gotten real cold, I think the smell would have gotten out enough to attract some predators around here.
We placed the beef, chicken, and the ham. So the ham is the closest region right now. I say we all four head over there, and then if we want to break up at that point, we can do that. All right?
Let's do it.
This isn't the ideal conditions we like to squatch in. The high the last 2 days has been 26 degrees. It's been brutally cold. The wind just backed off for the first time all week tonight, thank God. We're going out, we're gonna look, we're gonna give it our best shot.
Okay, keep your eyes peeled. I mean, we're within 10, 15 yards of it.
Oh, right here, I can see a blinking light.
So it hasn't moved at all?
Nope, nothing.
Okay, well, that's one.
Well, you and I should probably go find the next couple.
Yeah, one meat bomb down and 2 more to go.
The first meat bomb had not been touched. Clearly this cold is working against us. If it had been like 100 degrees, well then I think that meat smell might have got out a little bit further. But the fact that right now it's in the low 20s, well, that meat's frozen. It's not gonna stink up the area. So maybe it's time to split off in a couple different directions. So Ranae and Bobo are gonna go check out the other 2 locations where they deployed the meat bombs, and then Matt and I are gonna stay behind and make some noise.
Yep, here it is.
Found it?
Yeah, and it is not been touched.
Frozen like a rock.
Well, 0 for 2, Bobs. You want to throw that in my pack?
Renee, this is Matt. Do you copy?
Go ahead, Matt.
I think it's howling time. How about you?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and do a howl, I'll answer with a scream.
Good job. Good job.
Renee's all grown up now. Our little girl's out on her own.
Just think she went from doing a stupid yodel. Now she's doing these really good, like, young Squatch sounding calls.